Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon to Datuk Sri Ibrahim Ahmad, Pengerusi LPU University Tun Nusantara Malaysia, and all the panels. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to attend the interview session for the post of Vice Chancellor University Tun Nusantara Malaysia. Alhamdulillah, I just got back from Oxford last week, and then direzekikan to attend Harvard Business School alumni course with in collaboration with ACAP. So let me briefly present to you, to all the panels, what's my plan. Well, I think this is just a proposal for those whoever diamanahkan oleh Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala untuk menjadi Vice Chancellor, and it is from my point of view. So regardless I'm a VC or not, well, anyone can just having it as kalau baik terima, kalau tak baik mungkin boleh ditambah baik. Baik, Alhamdulillah, as we know, I think from my opinion, 2 years in UTHM, from the strategic plan point of view, I think whatever that we have, we are in a good track. Alhamdulillah, we have Datuk Sri Ibrahim Ahmad, who has planned for UTHM to be Global Technopreneur University by 2030. And I think that is the best. We have to stick until we reach the destination. Because why? Because of by becoming a technopreneur university, I think the main objective for financial sustainability. Well, to cut the story short, let us focus in for every single cluster that have sat under GTU 2030. First, EduTrain. So, well, I think as a new VC in the future, I think we have stick to whatever that we have planned. However, focus on 4 important things. First, the Johor Business School, because I think this is good for money. Okay, that's my simple words. And then, of course, we are technical university. Malaysia Technical University, and TVET, we need to champion in TVET. But for this from next year point of view up to 2030, we need to rebrand. Instead of we call it Advanced TVET, maybe we can rebrand as World Advanced TVET Champion. So instead of we brand ourselves as competence and professional, or maybe we can add on the highly skilled. We have to add on the what we call it as hands-ons, and then of course value add professional, but at world-class level. And then, well, we have to champion on our APEL, advanced professional experiential learning and online learning, because of this is against for financial sustainability, and then the fourth one, as I just had a chat last month, I think, with one of the MAS captain, and he mentioned to me that the best pilot yang pernah diproducekan di negara ini adalah from UTHM, especially when UTHM alumni work as pilot, MAS pilot. So that's why as the first university in Malaysia that have airport, I think we need to double up initiative for our aerospace program. So instead of having virtual reality, VR, to um, in our curriculum infrastructure, maybe we can invest a little bit more and explore the potential of augmented reality in teaching aeronautical. In addition to that, I think we also need to double up our initiative in drone, um, as to be a drone academy. Okay, so next, UTHM Technopreneur. Well, of course, against normal business, publications, research fund, becoming high COE, but and as well impact research, working with industries and community. But we need to rebrand and also refocus, perhaps learn and relearn, to make sure that our research have 100% impact to the industry and community. We have to be a university that can advance that our technology advancing the industry. So that is the most important thing. So um, my focus, our we should focus on first, to make sure that we get UNESCO recognitions for our living lab, especially living lab that emphasis on biodiversity and eco-hydrology. But again, for this, um, I'm sure costs need to have serious attention. So perhaps we can promote or start, cultivating endowments for biodiversity. And then commercializations through UTHM Holding. This is very important because of we have to make to know we have to, well, whatever that we do, holding memang kena bantu. So that's my point. And the last one, okay, of course we have high COE. We need to promote. We need to have um, a strategy. In fact, kita cuma tinggal sedikit saja lagi untuk mendapat status high COE for our current COE. However, we have to rebrand our FG, our research cluster, rebrand it to, and we name, in fact kita dah buat, cuma we have to we need to make sure that it is up, it is visible. Okay, so industry research playgrounds, for means SRC, and perhaps all the FG, COE, COR, focus on our niche, work together in this playground, right? So that is perhaps focus for the new VC, and it is a must to make sure that we can launch it in at least in 2 years time, or, well, I wish for next year, or maybe before my end of becoming a DVC, right? UTHM governance, well, whatever that we have now, I think, to be honest with you guys, proses kerja kita sangat mantap. Our system, compared to several university that I have an experience to explore too, I think we are far much better. However, we have to improve, a few, maybe here and there, as time goes by. We need to work together. The most important thing is togetherness, to let everyone keluarga university, keluarga UTHM, understand what is the role of university, GTU 2030, and then work with less stress, but then dengan penuh empathy, to make sure that we follow the process, tata kelola, harmony, and of course digitalization is very, very, very important. So for UTHM Prihatin, of course, improve endowments, Tibet communities, and I guess we already reach a global level for our community services. For example, ISWAT, they have been to Japan, to promote, to uh, orang kata apa, melahirkan, memberi dakwah, technical dakwah kepada masyarakat di Jepun, and but we can give more to the world. So what I want to highlight, perhaps initiative as what highlighted in this slide, what we can do with aerospace, what we can do with Johor Business School. In fact, what we have done for aerospace, for example, we have to improve industry academic collaborations. In this case, semalam saya perasan ada beberapa academic pilot school, but then and also aerospace industry that we can work together. But my point here is, kita kenal pasti dah masalah di kalangan apa namanya tu, bakal pilot, which is financial is the main issue. I think we have to work with funder. Mara, for example, I was told by I can't remember his name, but I remember his wife name, Dato' Farisa, mentioned to me, we have to work with funder, especially for example Mara, to fund a pilot, especially Malay pilot. Okay, and then research on aerospace need to be improved and focus on materials that important materials or compartment used at the plane. Okay, so di situ we can be a consultant, technology consultant to the industry, particularly in the area of defense. Okay, Johor Business School, first focus branding, visibility, academic program. Perhaps we already have this MBA, but how we can have ODL MBA. So this is easy way for visibility, and then how we can engage with visiting professor, top visiting professor. I spoke to Sandra, Dr. Sandra Rahman yesterday from Harvard Business School, how we can work together, becoming visiting professor, at least 1-2 lecture giving by her. And last 2 weeks when I was in Oxford, I spoke to the CEO of Oxford City Academy, if we can promote executive leadership program, perhaps through pejabat penaftar, join with Johor Business School and Oxford. So and I spoke to ACAP yesterday to at least give a green light for us, perhaps, and then ACAP told me that they are interested to join in. So this is kind of putting our leg in Oxford, but by introducing our program. So that's, I'm sure if you can do at least for 1 and 2 years, or several modules, we can park Johor Business School in Oxford Cloud. No, that's how it works. Living Lab MUA perlu ditambah baik dan perlu mendapat pengiktirafan. And the fourth one, Metro System Academy. Well, I think this is we need to very we need to have we need to strategize in a very harmony, systematic, because of what we have in MSA through MOU. It, is about to promote training module for MRT. So, we need to complete that first, but at the same time, we can promote others activities. So that's why I think once we get the permissions, or we get permission to run academic program, because of now we are waiting for certain permit, some kind of pembangunan dan sebagainya tu. Cuma once we get that, we receive that, we can launch this metro program, railway program for that which we work with this China, one of the China higher education institution. So, or perhaps others specific executive program, or professional program, like signaling, signaling system, scheduling, etc. Professional program in Sungai Buloh, because of most of potential trainee come from KL. Perhaps it's near to KLIA, Thailand, etc. And we can have that. And in addition to that, maybe we can have a satellite MSA in Sarawak. Okay. Yeah, this is under R&D, or perhaps it is a combinations between all clusters. Okay, so we need to promote initiative like Madani at Parit Raja. Maybe we can have a City of Idea of Batu Pahat, for example. So, that is a program. So whatever project, we need to discuss further. The second one, Drone Defense Center, drone pertahanan, Pusat Pertahanan Drone, Putra. Yang ini, I think this one has, as we so-called promise, and being asked by Ministry of Defence, kita memang perlu, negara memang perlu pusat drone pertahanan. So we have to do this. Nak atau tidak, we need to offer our kepakaran to Kementerian Pertahanan. As I said, industry research background, I already mentioned that. Transport Technology Innovation Hub. This is another which I think we have started virtually by collecting all these transport research innovations, and then we look into how many FG COR do research related to transportations. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to put it as we want to rebrand it as a hub, especially for Zone Selatan. And finally, promote solutions, UTHM solutions, which includes brain and technology. Okay, right. A little bit about our UTHM's initiative for community, especially school, around Satu Negeri Johor. Dan we want to have sekolah teknik as sekolah angkat Negeri Johor. UTHM. Important notes: gains the integrity, trust the process, coordinated communication, coordinated collaborations, multidisciplinary research, and anything that we want to do, we have to consider, we have to think about the impact. Sama ada impact kepada bangsa dan negara, also the impact to financial. So that's very important, and we want to be self-funded university. Finally, well, this is from my view. Sincerely, UTHM is a university serve as a hub for developing future solutions and technology, driving progress in industry and enhancing communities for better tomorrow. Thank you very much. UTHM, our home. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.